He's always crazy lean. I beg you to try doing that naturally. Sure, there's some individuals that can get away with it, but Alex is not that guy. What is up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's ASMR sip is 1907 water alcohol and coupon code Russo. ASMR Spritz Intelligent Elephant H2O. Here are your noises. All right, today I'm going to be ranting yet again about Alex Eubank, but more the big problem around this entire situation. So for those who don't know, when you become a public figure, despite you trying to, be a good person, be an imperfect good person, you're eventually going to form a group of haters that hate you no matter what and follows you more closely than a fan would, to live vicariously through you, hoping you fail. And we have seen that Alex Eubank's Reddit police have popped up a old comment of Alex discussing SARMs in the comments. I'll have Andrew throw it up. They're like, haha, we got him. There's still no evidence that Alex did this. I mean, it's not like on camera where he's like smiling with the bottles, so I don't really see too much of a ploy of that. However, do I think Alex is completely natural? No. Based on his blood work and just overall how he looks, the competitive industry he's in that's full of liars and fake naturals and everything in between, I think that Alex may or may not have dabbled in some sort of minor PED once in his lifetime. I do not think he's completely natural. However, I think the real argument for everyone's sake is if Alex said, threw away his Natty card, which I don't think he will throw away his Natty card. I think if it does go away, it's going to go away with a bang with Alex, and he's already hinted and alluded around that, and he's weighing the health consequences of going to the dark side, etc., etc. But the real problem, in my opinion, is how it was treated when I was coming up at his age, of me not using massive amounts of shit, using SARM hybrid cycles that all the Gymshark fucks were doing and claiming natural, me being open and honest, and me being called Natty, right? Me being, oh, well, you could get those results Natty. You're enhanced and you only look like that. Almost encouraging me to double my dosages, go harder in the paint, and not progress as linearly, just start shotgunning PEDs. I think, like with all the blue pill crap out there, PEDs are on a spectrum. And you can't be comparing someone going for an open IFBB Pro card to a person who does a couple SARM hybrid cycles and think that, this is not apples to oranges. It is apples to oranges. Sure, you're adding synthetic compounds into your body, synthetic androgens, but I wouldn't consider it the exact same as doing an actual competition prep cycle for an open pro bodybuilder. And that's where these influencers get pissy, especially if they half cross the border with SARMs only, or even in clomiphene, you're adding a synthetic drug that is driving up your endogenous natural testosterone. I believe, I'll have Andrew throw up, I did the natural cycle where you could theoretically, use an AI, use clomiphene and clomiphene, use all these drugs to drive up endogenous production. So technically you're not adding in a synthetic androgen. You're just modulating everything else in the body to cause a higher natural testosterone. Is that natural? No, but it's not comparable to doing a gram of test, 400 tren, and EQ. It's not. So that's the real argument of point I see out of Alex's situation. Probably what actually is going on is the things he's done in the past, doesn't want to disclose him against a full, completely guns-ho blazing enhanced athlete that threw health out the window and is chasing a pro card. Alex doesn't want to be grouped in the same category as that. But Alex at the same time probably dabbled with something. I don't know what it is. His blood work looks kind of, sketchy. Like, why is there a 900 level testosterone?
So total testosterone was 932. Reference range was 250 to 1100.
When he's at a low body fat, to where my perception, I don't think that's possible for him to make that based on his other blood work. Leads me to believe that he would PCT with something, or he adds N-clomiphene and clomiphene. I have no issue with that. I think the real argument of point is if he, oh, I did this, and this, but I'm pretty much natural and my body pretty much resembles a natural state that I can maintain and I'm in very good health. I'm not pushing anything to the max. I'm still in a hyper competitive international industry of clout where people are fighting to be in Alex superstar position. And I would not like to be judged against a openly enhanced, completely gun blazing, PED guy. I don't want to be compared to that. I don't want to be saying like, oh, all that and you look natural. That's what I get. All that and you look natural. Like, people don't understand that these are looks you create, right? You create a unmaintainable look unless you maintain the drug stack. So for you to sit there and be like, oh, only took that and look like that. There are certain genetic outlier individuals that hyper respond, but even those guys shrink back down when they go back to Natty or HRT. I will use the example of Dexter Jackson. I'll have Andrew throw up Dexter Jackson competing. I'll have Andrew throw up Dexter Jackson's age. And then I'll showcase Dexter Jackson's physique retiring on HRT. That is a genetic phenom. That is the GOAT. That is the blade with the best conditioning year after year after year being top Olympian. And even him, after he goes on HRT, he's made all his money, he's made his name, he shrinks down. Alex is trying to avoid all that controversy. And really, the thing that I poked fun at Alex at was the photoshopping and alteration of the pictures. It doesn't even bother me as a fan or watcher of Alex that he might have messed around with some SARMs or enclomiphene. All the Gymshark fucks did that, and they still to this day deny it. I'll have Kenny KO throw up the interview with David Lade.
Natty or not?
Natty
Are you still natural?
Me?
Yeah.
You can drug test me if you like.
Ooh, good answer.
For me to think that David Lade never played with a synthetic PED, I'm the biggest fan of Dave. I do believe that since he was so into supplements, that synthetic androgens were definitely on the menu when he was younger, trying to build a name for himself. Powerlifting, having extreme ungodly strength, and overall just blasting to the moon when it comes to numbers, affiliations, viewership. Why would he ruin that by stating, hey, I'm using a synthetic androgen? It's the same thing for Alex. I just think it's funnier because we have this whole thing of, death blasting. And then we have other guys who are trying to mitigate, use PEDs to maintain their careers, stay comfortable when you're completely lean. I feel like no one gives Alex credit. He's always crazy lean. I beg you to try doing that naturally. Sure, there's some individuals that can get away with it, but Alex is not that guy. And every time he sucks down and is that lean, the natural testosterone, the endogenous production is going with it. So if you're saying he's an evil person for using clomiphene or enclomiphene to help him with his natural production while he's shredded for his livelihood, to progress his livelihood, right? He's already at such a high level and he's young, so he's got to push even higher. Is he really that bad? No, I feel like the photoshopping and all that shit was horrible. That shit deserves to be thrown under the bus, but not really going to bat an eye at him talking about SARMs. And as far as the HGH booster, I heard him talking about, there's tons of natural HGH boosters, but he did talk about MK677 in the video. He was talking about a secretagogue, an actual legit, oral growth hormone secretagogue that is by no means natural. So what are your thoughts? Are you sick and tired of all this half lying? Like, to me, if Alex Eubank came out on mics, I interviewed him and I'm like, bro, did you take clomiphene because you were shredded 24/7, making who knows how much money, gaining who knows how many followers, but destroying your natural body, being miserable because you have to maintain this insane look? Did you take a little Clomid and Clomid at the bottom that would put you back in a natural reference range? Yes or no? If yes, would you like to be compared to an openly enhanced bodybuilder in the same realm? No. you know, that's how that goes. The fitness industry is ever so changing with the truth and transparency. I feel like biohacking is really going to enter the scene even more hardcore. The industry has been being cleaned up at a rapid pace from the biohacking community on YouTube, infringing into the fitness industry. I will see you guys in my next video.